in the past, but the reason why we are talking about this all right, so we are talking about ways to make money on YouTube. And even though I've made some videos about this in the past, the reason we are talking about it today is because I was just in a Clubhouse room and there's a question that was brought up, which is, how do you know how much to charge for a brand deal? How do you negotiate terms and payments? And while brand deals are one way that people make money, I thought this is actually a great conversation for just in general, which are ways to make money on YouTube, right? So I thought that would be a good one to talk about. So that's what I wanted to talk about with y'all, okay? And sorry to Pixelpia and to Dave, Monica. I was live for, let's see, it's gonna tell me over here in this window, 7 minutes I've been live without actually being live on YouTube. Good day to Jojo May. Thank you for being here. All right, so also while we're going through, I want to see what questions you guys have about making money on YouTube, or what ways are you currently making money on YouTube? Because I want this to be a conversation where for once, we're just open, transparent, and honest with each other about ways to make money on YouTube. And I just feel like that transparency is missing online, and we just need more of it in this world. And so we're going to start with that. So, of course, though, we have to start with our usual opening question, which is, what's in your cup? I will tell you guys today, I felt like I really needed a sparkly, and I figured since we're spilling the tea, this is what we're doing. We're spilling the tea today. So I have my Pike Place Market cinnamon tea. So that's what we're doing today. Let me know what's in your cup. Let me know what's in your cup. Oh. All right. So, who's out there? We're going to say, it's all good. All right. Pixp is in the house. Oh, I think I hit a button. I'm sorry if any of you just got an ad right now, because I was just checking. There's a little dollar sign. So I was like, oh yeah, we should make sure that the stream is monetized. And it just said, we've inserted an ad. That's new. I've never seen that inside of the YouTube thing. Interesting. And there's also this create a highlight video and add a stream marker. Interesting. You guys are doing some changes inside the YouTube studio. Interesting. All right. So let's talk about money, y'all. And I know that everyone always wants to be like, oh my God, wait till I get monetized, blah, 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 all this stuff. In truth, the money that you make off of YouTube from ads. And if you don't know how that works, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, which is 240,000 minutes, you are then eligible to enroll in the partner program. And that means that the possibility exists that they will serve ads against your video. It is not guaranteed, does not mean anything is guaranteed, but you have the option of enabling ads on your video. Now, not only, I think a couple months ago, there was a little bit of a kerfuffle because YouTube had actually released some information saying that, hey, even if you're not in the monetization program, or the YPP as like they like to call it, which is the YouTube partner program, they reserve the right to now basically run ads against your videos and give you 0% of it, as opposed to what you would get if it was AdSense and you were fully monetized. Okay, so some people are all upset about that. Some people, like, it is what it is, okay? And some people who do have the option to be monetized are also now at this stage, like, should I monetize my videos? Should I not monetize my videos? And here's what I would say to anyone who is qualified to turn on ads but hasn't yet because they're afraid that their viewer experience isn't going to be the best or something like that, right? There's plenty of reasons that people say. I would say, one, YouTube is kind of taking away the option because, one, they're saying not only can we run ads even if you're not enrolled in the partner program, but we can insert mid-rolls on any video that's now longer than 8 minutes. Instead, it used to be 10 minutes. So your audience will not know if YouTube plays those ads or if you place those ads. You know what I'm saying? So if they are going to choose to put videos on your ads, to put ads on your videos, reverse that, then if you think about it, you'd be kind of silly not to at least go in there and turn them on, because it's not like your audience is going to give you a clap on the back for not turning on ads, when in reality YouTube is going to turn them on and just take 100% of the profit. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I would say now at this point, especially with all the rules and changes that they have made, if you are eligible to have ads on your videos, then I would just go ahead and turn them on. You don't have to go crazy with mid-rolls. You don't have to go in there and do a whole bunch of different types of ads, but no one is going to give you a clap on the back for not having ads on your video. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's check in on the chat. We've got, I'm not currently making any money. I'm trying not to spend any to make any right now on YouTube. Okay. Oh, Mike says that Pepsi is in his cup. We've got ice, soya, milk lattes. And Pixel P also says, I have merch and buy me a coffee, but I'm not getting anything from it yet. And as a viewer, I don't like ads, so I pay for premium. That's exactly, I also pay for premium as well. So I don't necessarily get any ads. And also YouTube has come out that if you're watching and you're on premium, they are going to get a small cut of money as well. And it's usually based on a percentage of how much you're watching them versus other people. And they still get a small cut of money. And so if you go into your back-end analytics, you'll see there's YouTube Red revenue, or what it used to be called, premium now. And then there's other. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Nichelle, if that's how you say that. So Marion actually brought up a good point, and there's a site out there called Buy Me a Coffee. So it's also known, you might see it as BMAC online. And BMAC, basically you can set it up and you can set your tiers, and you can say, you know, have things like $3 tier, $5 tier, $10 tier, whatever. And basically it's like someone giving you a one-time donation of money. Maybe, you know, they appreciate something that you taught them, or they just like you in general. And you can be like, hey, if you enjoy this, then you can buy me a coffee. And it's like a site that people will pay. And then once you reach a certain threshold, then they will pay you out, give you some money. Now, that is going to be one of the other ways that you can monetize outside of YouTube, because there are sites such as Patreon, such as, you know, other places where you can have online communities, some Discord server type stuff. You know, you could have your Venmo, you could have your Cash App, you could have lots of different ways for people to basically send you money, and that is a direct way, and that's one of them, is Buy Me a Coffee. I think it's Shannon Morse does her almost like Patreon levels as Buy Me a Coffee. So if you do it at like a $20 level, then you get access maybe to one exclusive video or something like that. I don't want to misquote that, so, but I know that she's also someone who is using that. All right, so let's talk about this here. Other ways that you can make money, and I know we talk about AdSense first because we got to get out of the way, and people are always like, oh, wonderstruck about it, but it's just not that big of a deal unless you're having millions upon millions of views, or unless you're in a niche that is paying way more, like finance, which right now is a little bit of a sticky. Raise your hand if when you open Twitter, all you see right now is either stuff about Clubhouse or stuff about stocks. I don't know, maybe my friends are rolling in dough, or people that I follow online, but it seems like the only things that people are talking about right now are stocks and Clubhouse. So I don't know, raise your hand if that's also you. Let me know that I'm not by myself. Elena, oh, thank you. My birthday was, what was it? It was Monday. So it was a couple days ago. Yes, it was my birthday. Thank you very much for saying that. All right, let's see, what else do we have here? We've got, I'm monetized, says Mike. I mentioned earlier before, meditation video with tons of ads, best experience ever. Oh, I know. So imagine if you're an ASMR channel, you know, and then all of a sudden you've got woo, like crazy ads, like that are just like super loud in the middle of your video, man. So let's see here. So I've started uploading a lot more. One of my videos just hit 400 views. That's fantastic. What was your video about, Nishal? Tell us all about it. And Pixel P says, I have memberships and sell ebooks there as well. Perfect. Nishal is saying, how does copyright work? That's a loaded question. You're gonna have to tell me more in what respect. So Dutch Can Jam is saying, I'm not eligible yet for monetization. Before they changed the rules, I did have monetization turned on for most of my videos. I need to reevaluate my YouTube strategy for 2021. Yeah, so I actually have multiple YouTube channels as well, and definitely have gosh, I think on a few of them, one of them definitely I was monetized, and we got that dreaded letter that said, you know, if you don't hit the threshold by this time, then we're turning off ads. And yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. But to be honest, it was the Shelly and Jade beauty channel that I had with my friend. I think we only had 490 subscribers. So we did not qualify, and we were not going to double our subscribers before the few months that the new qualifications hit. So to be fair, though, I think we got paid out one time in the year of having that YouTube channel. So it's not like we made very much money ever. So there's that. Yeah, so Jojo May is saying crypto and Clubhouse. That's all they say, all they see on Twitter right now. So yeah. Okay. JLo's performance at Biden's inauguration. That I don't know. I didn't get to see that one because I was still working. I didn't get to see all of it. So let's see. Yeah, you see a lot of politics. And all right, so let's go into this. So Pixelpia actually just hit the nail on the head on one of them. So one of the ways that she is bringing money in, I guess I should actually do the correct YouTuber things that I'm supposed to and tell you, if you want to hang out with us more often and sometimes be notified of when videos are going to be published, then make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you be here. You'll notice that some of the people in the chat have special emojis or special colors next to their name. That means they are channel members, and I thank each and every one of you for being a channel member. If you want to join, you can always look below for a button that says join, and you can figure out if you want to be part of our community, which would be fun. I'd love to have you. And last thing I have to tell you is, if you are looking to up-level your video editing, you can check out iMovie Made Easy. Yeah, there you go. It will take you from 0 to hero. Or if you like that, like, subscribe, all that stuff, this is going to be one of those ways to make money. You can check out the down bar below. You can purchase the subscribe button if you don't want to make it yourself, right? How cool is that? And we're going to talk about this because I got a message right before this live stream as well. That was from Holly. If you guys know Holly Lee, she's like, have you ever just thought about selling your countdown clock that's in Final Cut Pro? She's like, I know you have a video, but like, I don't want to make it. Could you just sell it? And she's like, I actually just ended up buying one from Live Streaming Pros, but absolutely, that is one of those things that you can sell, which is a digital product. If you are also monetized and you have the Teespring, and I believe also now Spreadshirt has an integration with YouTube, you can sell physical products and you can now sell digital products. So that like, subscribe animation, this lower third animation, I could package this up and bundle it and sell it as a package. I could say, hey guys, buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug or whatever else it is, and buying that merchandise or whatnot is a different way to, right, support the channel and make money. So not in particular my merch. I do have a couple shirts and stuff, but like, I think I've marked it like at less than $1. So I don't make any money off of those. I just do it so that like, if you really want a shirt, you could have one. But those are the things right there. Let me know, Pixelpia, so this is a good example for you. Is there something that you could be selling as a digital item in your merch shelf once you become monetized, or on a separate site, and adding that link in your description box? Let me know if there's something that you could sell that is digital. And one of the benefits and beautiful things about that is that once you make it once, you don't have to continue to make it. And it's just something that kind of keeps going. It's evergreen. You don't have to worry about it. So every once in a while, I'll get a little ding notification that says someone bought my subscribe bell on Etsy. And I've told you guys before, I've made more money from selling the subscribe button on Etsy than I ever got paid from YouTube in making that video about how to make your own subscribe button, which has, I think at this point, like almost 300,000 views. So take that for what you will. All right, let's take a look here. We have got question. Is there a list of words that YouTube will not monetize for your content, words to not use in your videos? You know, there was a new blog post from Susan Wojcicki, and if you go and take a look at it, they are talking about some of the things that they are focusing on in the new year, and some things maybe that they have recognized that they didn't do so well from last year. So last year, you guys know, if you said the C disease that is happening right now too much, you would get a notification that, information about the CDC, blah, blah, blah here. Or if you talk too much about our ex person in the White House, then you might get something that said like election fraud news, blah, 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 this kind of stuff. And so there were rumors before that, people who made content of a certain type of content would get more dinged or punished monetarily or demonetized more often. And so there are some of those topics which tend to have stuff like that happen. Now, is there a specific list of words somewhere? No, there is not. We don't want to get too far into it, but there were definitely some things that people were trying to figure out why. It was if you title the same video one way versus another, why is something being demonetized more than the others, or maybe possibly suppressed? And so it's a lot of experimentation. There are some things that you can do. Cloud Vision, I believe, if I can recall, also has a feature where you can basically upload your thumbnail to it, and it will use AI, artificial intelligence, to kind of evaluate what is in your thumbnail and give you some words that would be emotions or whatever that would be pulled out from your thumbnail. And so knowing what the computer is thinking about your thumbnail also could sometimes be an indicator of whether or not there could be a machine looking at your video and possibly misinterpreting it. And now that's something like you see a girl in a scantily clad bikini and a cheeseburger or something, like, some of those Sonic, or I forget which Carl's Jr. ads used to be, then it was deemed like racy or possibly borderline inappropriate, or there were certain kind of like buzzwords that would happen, and you would see that and it would be like swimsuit, and you would know that that video had a higher likelihood of possibly being looked at or dinged. So if you've never played with that, you may, I believe it's called Cloud Vision, you may want to take a peek at that, because it's amazing what the robots and the bots can do and know when you give them information about yourself in your video. Okay, let's see here. It says, when a video gets a copyright claim, does it demonetize it? I get my question is how often a dispute actually works. Okay, so one, it's really going to depend on where did you get your music and why are you getting a claim on it. So let's talk about that a little bit. So there is a copyright claim, and then there is a copyright strike. Two very different things, but very important things that we should talk about. If you have a copyright claim, that means, usually also talking about AI, someone has flagged your video saying, hey, we can tell that this video has content from this publishing house or our record company, and we don't want you to be making money off of it, basically. So depending on, they may just take your revenue from your video views, your AdSense, or they may block you from being in certain countries where they don't want to have that song play, or they don't have correct contracts in place with some of those countries, or they can go farther and say, no, this is a copyright strike, which is way worse, because then your channel, if you, just like baseball, if you get 3 strikes, you are out. And so you can file what this is an appeal. And when you appeal, you have to basically attest to YouTube that you have the rights to use this song, that you're going to be able to provide proof of this, and you have to provide all of your full legal information about you, your identity, and certify that you haven't made a false claim. Thank you, buddy. That was a good shake. And so I know that this has also come up in the past, because some people have used it as like a weapon against another channel and be like, oh, I've already struck you twice, and if I do one more, your channel gets taken down. So pay me money and maybe I'll release my other one. There are some shady people out there, guys. There are also some music companies that basically just go around and claim everyone just so they can collect all the money, even if you are 2 seconds out of a 55-minute video. So it's really, really important to know where your music is coming from, because just because, let's say, the singer of a band is like, yeah, you can use our song, most of the time they don't own the rights to their own music. It's coming from, let's say, the record label, and they're like, I don't care what Mr. Frontman of the band, because he, says it doesn't matter because we own those labels or we own those records. So unless they're also the copywriter, the producer, they own all the publishing rights. You can't take anyone's word for it, and you really should have it in writing. Now, when you use a service like Epidemic or Audio Hero, this happened to me. I got a claim because it was an instrumental piece, which sounds probably very much like an instrumental piece from someone else. I had to go to my page and say, like, this is the page where it says all the copyright information, that I have the ability to use it. I had to submit it as a screenshot and with proof saying, like, this is okay for me to use it. This is where I got this video from. And that process can take a few days. And then my claim was released and it was fine. You can sometimes also with Epidemic, you can email them and they'll also have a team of people be like, okay, we'll get to work on helping. But that's a service that you're paying for, right? So keep that in mind. You can't just always trust some YouTube video that says, this is no copyright sound. Feel free to download it and use it in your video, because who are you going to ask for help when something like that happens? It's going to be a lot harder sometimes. So, but there are some people out there that are now starting to create, tracks and whatnot so that you can use them in the background of a stream or a vlog or anything like that. So I applaud them for doing that. I know that Roberto Blake just started a lo-fi music thing for, like studying, streaming, stuff like that. You might want to check that out. But just keeping that in mind, music, you really got to be careful. You just really got to be careful because copyright, they're not messing around, So, okay, let's go back to the chat here for a second. We're going to take a quick sip of tea break. If you didn't answer yet, make sure you tell me what's in your cup, as well as I think it says there's 15 viewers here, and I think there's only tell me how many thumbs up there are, but I think it's not 15. So you guys better hit that button. Oh, I didn't put enough tea in. It's not very strong. Okay, let's see. It says you can sell digital products on Buy Me Coffee as well. Perfect. Awesome. Did I design the Super Shelly in my intro? I did. Well, yes and no. So the Shelly thing actually came from, I think it was Adobe stock, but the one that they use is a little more scantily clad. So I put a skirt on and I think I put the boots on. And I put the, the S on the chest. And so I changed a few things. I changed the coloring and then, I animated it with a bunch of keyframes, green screen, that kind of thing. So for my intro, but I started with an asset that I got from my subscription and then I modified it. So even if you found the one, it would look still quite a bit different because I did a lot of work on it to change it. It says, I can convert my tutorials to ebooks. I can make a digital intro button. I have done a lot of graphics in my days. I know, Pixelpia, you were saying that. And anyone who's here in the chat, will you give Pixelpia a round of applause? Last night, she did her very first stream on YouTube that had guests. And myself and Dee Nimmin were guests on her Wednesday show. We were talking about our first impressions of Clubhouse, the app. And if you want to hear that conversation with the three of us, then I would encourage you to go take a look at Pia's channel. And I'm sure if you check her out there, you'll see it was the video from yesterday. All right. Dave says, Shelly, you mentioned Etsy as a platform to sell digital products. Why did you choose Etsy? Are there other online stores you'd recommend for selling digital products? One of my little crystals just came off. I think it's mad because I put in very, very hot tea. You guys, I'm still rocking strong with the electric kettle. And so I did 200-degree tea for today for this one because it's like a very strong black tea. And I think because I was trying to rush up the stairs and get here, I think when you pour in very super, super, super hot water, it wasn't super happy about that with my tumbler. Okay, so one of the reasons why I chose Etsy was because it seemed to be a place where I could put something like that where people might find it. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of logic because I didn't want to set up a website or a Shopify store. I didn't want to, Teespring had not yet done the integration. And so one thing I like about kind of like Etsy, Pinterest, whatever, you can create something or like a pin and then try and have it come back to your Etsy shop. And it wasn't super expensive to set up a listing over there. So, I mean, it costs like, I don't know, like 30 cents or something to set that up. And then it renews after so many. And here's a bonus tip. For each thing that you're going to sell on Etsy, if it's a digital item, instead of when there's one item that's sold and then you have to do a new listing, just say there's like 999 of them in stock or something like that. So the listing won't renew until you sell through all 1,000 of them or something like that. It only saves a little money, but I'm still like, help you save some money. Beat the system, people. So one thing I don't like about Etsy, though, is they have these very small file limits. So I was selling the animated subscribe button and whatnot, and because it's an MOV file with transparency and all that kind of stuff, those files are a little bit bigger. So I even had to shorten the length of the subscribe animation for the video because I needed it to fit under 20 megabytes, which is not a lot of space. So there was that already. And then once I figured out that YouTube and the Teespring integration, I looked at their file upload limits and they're way more generous. So now, like if Holly wanted to buy that animated countdown clock, something like that, I could put that up on YouTube way easier than or Teespring, way easier than I could put that up on Etsy. So for big things, I might just honestly stick with like the Teespring integration because it's really easy on YouTube to just add it to the shelf and be like, there you go. So, yes, smash that like button, everyone. Smash it. Caress it gently, as Zach likes to say. Let's see. What are we seeing here? It says, why is no one talking about it? Why is no one talking about what? What did I miss, Monica? Why is no one talking about what? Pixel P says, oh, yes, I've had thumbnails. They said they could be racy with too much skin showing, but they were not at all. Interesting. Okay. Monica says, I'm at 325 subscribers. Okay. And see, Nishal says, you have more than me, Monica. There's always someone that you're probably doing better than and someone that you're not doing as well as, and it will be that way for the rest of eternity. So you're never, you're never last and you're never the top, and you know, we're just a family here. Corruptions Our Network says, drinking water, 134. Okay. No, awesome. You'll get there in 2021. Yes, this is our year. 3-in-1 instant coffee for me. Okay. You look at the description on YouTube for copyright, then I post as a private video and see if it does or doesn't get copyrighted. I look in the descriptions of videos on YouTube for copyright. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would actually just go to a music site and get music that's meant to be on YouTube or other social media sites. Yeah, like I said, you can't always trust people that are on YouTube, as I say that as I'm a person on YouTube, but someone who says like, use my music on YouTube doesn't mean you can trust it. They might have what if they just ripped it off from someplace else and you're just taking their word for it and trusting them? Are you willing to risk your channel possibly being shut down because you read their description box and said, use me, you can trust me? No. Okay. All right. How come sometimes I see stories on YouTube in the mobile version? How can I do it so my viewers can see my stories? Okay. How come sometimes I see stories on YouTube in mobile? You're supposed to see them there. That's how it works. So I guess I'm confused by the question, because you can either go to someone's home page and see that they've uploaded a story similar to like you see on Instagram where their little profile picture is glowing. You can click on it and see stories that way. Or, you know, as you're starting to scroll on, as you do through videos, you might see it under stories or short shelf. So yeah, I mean, that seems like it's working as intended. All right. Why are we getting so many applauses? I don't know what that's for, but is that for me? Is that for something else? I don't know what it's for. Thank you. Let's see here. It says, thank you for all these applause, people. Thank you. Oh, yeah. You were a pro, Pia. Good job on your first stream. Oh, the applause was for Pia. That applause is not for me. Wow. Me and my narcissistic self was thinking you guys were clapping for me. Now I'm sad. I think you guys should clap for me. So clap for me now. Okay. My turn. And let's see what it says. Would you ever do videos with your subscribers that have channels? I did one last night. I was a guest on someone else's channel. There you go. Sometimes if you ask me and I happen to be either in the right mood or my availability happens to line up, then sometimes I'll say yes. If it really doesn't align with my audience, or I don't know you very well and I don't know that you're not going to go rogue, maybe not so much. But like sometimes, eventually, yes. Cool. Thanks. Wow. Yeah. Of course. Danny Lane says, I haven't even started yet. Yeah. Angela Patterson says, I am at 66 subscribers. How do I get 1K? You got to keep going, man. 60. I mean, you're worried about 1,000, but let's worry about the 66 that you got there. What kind of videos do they want to see? And how do you make them feel special? And are you responding to every single comment? And, you know, like worry about that 100 and then worry about turning that into more. All right. Message held for review. Why is it held for review? I got 135 videos on my channel. Well, I can show that message. That's not so bad. I can show that. Show. I don't know why it's held for review. I don't know. I'm clicking on it. I'm trying to make it not held for review. But there you go. Angela, make more videos. Yep. Oh my gosh. My class in eBytes. It's like you're reading my mind or you know me or something. Make more videos. Be consistent. Be patient. I think that's absolutely all the things that I don't even know why I'm here. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. So let's move on to the next one. The next thing that you've got is if you have some experience now being online, you're usually going to come across people who don't. And one thing that you can do is offer some assistance for people who are just a few steps behind you. And that could be some sort of coaching, consultation, something in your real life that you have experience with, whether that's I was a pro at this and, you know, like I'm a software engineer, and if you wanted to actually have just like a math tutor or something, if you needed coding help or something, you can book time with me to be a virtual tutor. I don't know, whatever it is, guys. You find your expertise or whatnot, and you can offer that as a service for other people who are willing to purchase it. So there's something right there. And everyone probably has something in their life that they're crazy, stupid, excited about, that they know a lot about, that they could probably help someone else out with. So if that's something that you want to throw into a package somehow and offer, then you could do that, you know? So that's another way you could make money instead of worrying about making $5 on YouTube from AdSense. You could just sell a 15-minute. So if you're a palm reader or something like that, you could sell like palm reading sessions. I don't know if you want to do them live or not, but you know, someone could book an appointment and you could do a Zoom call with them, and you could do something like that over the internet, right? You could offer private yoga lessons for someone. If you're someone who's stuck at home because of the environment we're in and you can't go to a gym right now, but you still want to connect with people, you could do a group fitness class. You could do a one-on-one training session, right? There are ways for you to be able to monetize your expertise into fruition, okay? Holly, I was just talking about you. Good evening. So everyone, Holly, when I was talking about some people are willing to pay for something to be made for them because they don't have the time to make it. So just like I said, I sell my digital, hold on. I sell my like, subscribe, ring that bell, that animation right there, right there. You can buy that one. I think it's like $6 down in the merch shop or on Etsy. So there you go. It's not that you can't make it because I have a video showing you how to make something like that. It's the fact that I don't want to spend 2 hours of my life having to learn how to make it. I just want to buy it for $6 because my time is worth more than, you know, my $3 an hour or whatever it is to make it. So, I mean, there's something there for you. So if you have expertise, I know that Bradley Vincent is a good example of this. He sells all kinds of things that are customizable in Keynote so that you can use it as animated overlays inside of, you know, programs that you're in. So something like this, you could sell it and be like, hey, you can make your own, change your colors, whatever, and it's $5. And you don't have to worry about making this yourself. You can just pay me and I'll give you my template and you just fill in the stuff, right? There you go. That's a digital product. Just like the subscribe animation, just like anything else, right? Okay. Members only yoga class. Heck yeah. There you go, right? All right. Are we learning something, guys? Can we get a thumbs up? I think it says there's 19 of you. I want at least then 19 thumbs up. Oh, wait. I want 20 because one of those was me. I already came here and I liked my own. And if you don't do that, guys, you should always watch back your own video and give it a thumbs up, because if you don't want to watch your videos, I don't know why anyone else isn't going to want to. You got to watch it and you got to like it. All right? Yeah. You should be your first like and view. So the next time someone tries to comment first, you can be like, oh, I don't think so. I was first. And in fact, to that end, I'm just being silly now. One of my favorite features in TubeBuddy, guys, by the way, guys and gals, is the, so in YouTube, you can go in and schedule publish videos. I love to use TubeBuddy for scheduling and publishing my videos because it adds the ability, you can add it to a playlist, you can add the first comment. So no one can ever be first on one of my videos if I decide that I'm going to publish it there. And just to be funny, I'm going to be like, no, I am first. But you can use that to be like, watch this video next, or check out this playlist, or check out my website. So a lot of the time, if you see the first comment on a video that's coming from me, it's coming from, I programmed it 2 days before or the night before when I actually uploaded that video. Just an insider secret. I'm not up at 7 a.m. PST on a Sunday. I'm sleeping. I am sleeping, okay? All right, so what are we saying in the chat? What are we learning? I always buy my music from Artlist without problem. Yeah, because it's a service, great service. One time one piece got claimed and the name of the music is not the same as the one I got. Artlist is not able to, oh no. Oh. So when I filed my claim, my counterclaim, I took like a screenshot of the video that said like, this is the song and this is where it says it's free to use it on YouTube. And like I included that in the email correspondence. So I don't know if that's something that could help you, but if you go sometimes to Artlist or something like that and it tells you where you can use it, if you can monetize it, anything like that, any proof that you can maybe provide might be helpful for you in your, hey, we have a super chat. Okay, you guys know I'm always happy to press the button. Shall we? First, we'll press the button, and then because everyone is here, maybe we'll do a little dance break anyway. So first, the button. I always mess up the side. Always the side. I got it, guys. Yes. Yes, yes. Got it. Got it. Excellent. All right. Shall we do a tiny dance break for all of us? I will find a song. Give me 1 second, guys. That's the wrong button. Too many buttons. All right. Oh, I'm going to pick something down here at the bottom that I haven't heard in a long time. And I don't even know what it is. Neither do you. So here we go. I know you guys are dancing at home. You better be. Don't leave me out here by myself with my bubble party. I hope you guys are dancing, because otherwise I just feel stupid by myself. Thanks for that. I just wanted to jam out to that too a little longer. Okay, sorry. Oh, by the way, this side. No. What do you guys think of this sign? My husband got this for me for my birthday. He thought it was kind of like fun. And if the geek in me is kind of excited because you can actually go through and program it kind of like RGB style, if you know. And you can try and customize it to different colors. So I actually have a very specific hex code for the purples that I have on. If you guys have never done this too, you guys should have a brand kit, almost like the colors that you use, the fonts that are very common. I have, like a font, 2 fonts that I use very, very often in most of my stuff. I have 3 colors for my purples. I have a light purple, a dark plum purple, and like kind of like a cream color, and whatnot. So I had programmed it to, well, he helped me program it to one of my Shelly purples. But the problem is that with the frame rate of the camera and with the lights and everything, it didn't look right. So we just decided to go with blue, and a very exciting bright blue. And it actually says live on air, but I can only get the positioning. So it says on air, but I think it's pretty cool. So at first, I'm a brat, you guys. I'm a brat. When he gave it to me, I was like, did I ask you for this? Was this on my list for my birthday? So why is this here? But it turns out I actually really, really like it. So kudos to him for putting up with me. But I like it. All right, so we are moving on to the next things. Thank you, Holly, so much for the super chat. If you are still in here, if you have a question in particular that you want me to try and answer for you, happy to try and do that. Drop it in, and I will do my best to answer for you. All right, so we talked a little bit about these merchandising type things. We're also going to talk a little bit about DIY, do-it-for-you type of services. Okay, so this is editing for other people. This is let me take your content and transcribe it for you. This is let me take your content and repurpose it from horizontal to vertical so you can put it all these other places. Basically, a service that you're probably already doing and kind of proficient at. If you're fairly proficient at something, whether it's I do pretty well at making thumbnails or editing photos or doing adjustments, any of that kind of stuff, that is something that you could actually advertise your service up on Fiverr, Upwork, something, or just word of mouth advertising to your friends. Start small and be like, hey, if you need extra help with editing, if you need something, optimization, whatever, research, that is something as a service that you can provide to other people that you can charge them money for. Yes, guys, this is all true. So for me, if someone wanted, YouTube coaching, which by the way, I happen to offer, right? That is something I could do because of my years of learning about YouTube, getting certified in YouTube stuff, getting all of that, all of that knowledge that I have. If people want to tap into it, I can offer, and I do, channel evaluations where I screen record myself going through their channel for a half an hour and tell them at a bird's eye view things that I might have them work on or take a look at. So there you go, is yourself as a service provider or DIY type stuff for other people. There you go. We also, in that merch shelf down below, we also talked about the part that we didn't talk about, the second side, which was digital products, but the opposite side of that was the physical products. So those are all basically kind of drop ship, on-demand printing type services, a lot of the time where people buy a t-shirt or a mug or a sticker or something like that, or whatever is offered in those shops, and you just upload your designs, and then when people order enough of them, or at a certain time, once a week, twice a week, whatever you happen to put in, they will print it and send it out to them, and they'll handle the shipping and all of that stuff. So you're not sitting with a garage full of like stickers or t-shirts that you're hoping someone is going to order so that you can ship it off to them. You know what I'm saying? So they take that part out of it and handle it for you, which is really, really nice. Of course, you pay premium for that niceness, but just FYI. All right, so I'm going to come back, say hi to the chat again. What do we got? We've got corruption. Sorry, does that work? Yeah, the on-air, I like it, right? Oh, see, we've got some love for the on-air. Okay, see, the sign is nice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Let's see. Heels on the shelf. Oh, thank you. Those are actually my wedding shoes. And then I think on the other side, which is kind of fun, those are the Gary Vaynerchuk Clouds and Dirt shoes that were from Vid Summit 2018. And mine are actually signed by Gary Vaynerchuk. So that was nice. Dave says the sign is awesome. Thank you. Natural Yui says, hey, good evening. The thumbnails, everything. I was trying to be very like Paris Hilton, like with my dog, with my small dog, like my purse dog. She was not having it. So insider secret, just FYI, there's one photo where, let's back up. I took a screen, I'm using Ecamm. I just record locally to my computer, turn on the video. I hold her up, and at one point I tried to get her to look towards the camera, and then the other time I was holding the money and whatever, and so then I took the two photos and then I just cropped up until myself. So you see it's not exactly perfect, but yeah, up until Casey, and then there's a big line of crop up because it's all coming from the same video and I'm literally standing in the same spot. It looks pretty good, not perfect, but pretty good. So and then I just cut myself off here, and then the rest of the is a different photo of me. So that's the insider secrets of the thumbnail. There you go. Okay, I always like to look at what's on my shelf. Yeah, and actually what's on my shelf is usually growing and evolving over time, but usually things that are important to me or have part of my story. Let's see. I'm the one that needs to hire that part. What do you need to hire? Would I search your Etsy store for YouTube help? No, you would go to, if you want information about my program, I think there's a link from my Instagram, and there's also a link inside the description here on the YouTube channel for one-on-one coaching and all that kind of info. Yeah, it's all in there. So things I offer are, I have a 90-day program, which is basically we go through 10 modules. It's 12 weeks long, and we go through everything, including a whole bunch of stuff on mindset. And I don't want to get too frou-frou, but that's a 90-day program. Then we also have hour-long consultations, and we also have half an hour channel evaluations, where, like I said, I screen record myself talking about your channel and send it to you as a private video. So I send you the link. You can watch it back. All right. It says, if Adobe Rush has a Chrome key, I would definitely use it a lot. Oh, chroma key. So green screen is also what is referred to as chroma key, so for anyone out there who's watching. So the only programs that I've seen that are pretty good with chroma key is going to be like LumaFusion, iMovie, and VLLO also supports it on phone. Yeah, and if you guys didn't watch my video that was it this last Sunday? It might have been the one on Sunday, right? I'm showing you how to use Instagram to create your own green screen effects that you can overlay on top of like your iMovie projects. Because I'm trying to do a few more iMovie on iOS, iPhone type videos. And in fact, I'm thinking of doing a series of filming an entire video on my phone and going through the steps of how you would edit it on your phone, upload it from your phone, but seems like a lot of work, so you guys have to tell me if you really, really, really want that. Okay. I made a remake of a show, but my own way, and I got my first 100 views, so I started doing it again for 4 episodes, and I didn't know people liked the show that much. Awesome. Oh, KineMaster, you're right. KineMaster also supports chroma key, so yes. I was surprised that some of the other, like the big ones, don't. Like InShot doesn't. Yeah, there's a few, they just don't. I like using iMovie. Yeah, iMovie's great, man. It does a lot of stuff that you need, and especially if you took a look at some of the videos I've made, you can edit vertical video in iMovie. You can edit vertical video inside of Keynote in conjunction with iMovie. You can also, if you're on iMovie desktop, there are some sneaky ways to do vertical video there. So I don't want to plug myself too hard, but make sure you go check out those videos on my channel. And if you actually want to learn more about how to do iMovie cool tricks and stuff like that, then get my course, iMovie Made Easy. So let's talk about another thing. You can create a course. And by packaging your expertise up into a program that people can enjoy sequentially in an order that you deem the correct order, that convenience in their life and not having to search the internet for hours upon hours is something that people will pay for. So packaging your expertise, whether it's how to set up projects and do stuff inside of Asana, or how to edit like a pro inside of Final Cut Pro, or how to, insert whatever it is here. You can package up anything and you can create your own course. And then you can use a place. It could be Vimeo, it could be unlisted YouTube videos or via email, it could be on a site such as Thinkific or Teachable or Kajabi. Personally, I use Thinkific. I think it has a nice mix of what you get for the money, analytics, back-end and marketing type stuff, and I really, really like that. And if you guys wanted to ever try, you can get like a month free of Thinkific with my link down below in the description box. Please check that out. Okay. Oh, I should let you know that's an affiliate link. So if you click that and sign up in the future, then I think I get a small something. I don't think I've ever had anyone sign up with Thinkific under my, because most people aren't creating courses, but FYI, it's down there. There you go. All right, let's see. What are we saying? I have hiccups. You like using iMovie series helped a lot. Awesome. Love that. What are we drinking? It is the Pike Place Market, the cinnamon tea that we've talked about before. So, the iPhone charger is dying. Oh no. Okay. That's just your charge. That's just your charge. What did I miss? Nishal, that's just your charge. I don't know what that refers to exactly. Makio says, I created this account for my boyfriend and I've been having a hard time getting subscribers. Okay. I think my editing is okay, but I need better content. Yes, all of us need better content, always. I do vlogging and that is why. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about starting. Well, we were talking about money, but we'll just take a quick detour. You guys will all come along for the ride. Okay. One of the problems with vlogging is you're expecting or wanting an audience who doesn't know you to really care about you and your day and what you're doing. So if you sent it to your family, assuming that you have a good relationship with your family, I bet you that they would tune in half the time or less. If it was some of my family members, I'd way less. But here's the thing is they have a personal connection to you. They know you. What makes you so different and intriguing that people who do not know you yet need to tune in and watch you? And this is my problem with like family vlogging and stuff like that. I think that if you want to do it for practice, if you want to do it for cinematography and learning how to edit, great. But starting as a vlogging channel is always a harder growth path, I think, than actually picking something. Because one of the things with the vlog is it's to show us your life, and you have to have a bunch of people that are interested in your life. And go look at a lot of these channels that have their own separate vlog channels. It's after years of people saying like, I need to know more about you. I want to know behind the scenes who you are. And even when you get the droves of people asking for more content behind the scenes, if you look at, they've got a main channel of 12 million, they've got 2 million on their vlog channel. So even from their hardcore fans, they have a very small, 2 million is nothing to sneeze at. That's not what I mean. A significantly smaller amount of people, even from their main channel content, are interested in the behind the scenes. So this is someone who's well known on the platform. Why would any newcomer on the platform with a family that they don't know, and they didn't ask for that content yet, what would make people compelled to watch you? And I'm not saying that people who start as vloggers can't make it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to take a very careful mental inventory on what makes us special, what makes us different, what makes us worth watching, what makes us unique, and then capitalize on that and do that. And you have to understand that that growth pattern, though, is still going to be slower, because one of the things that's usually not done very well with vloggers is you really think we care what you ate for breakfast, and sometimes we do, and then a shot of Susie going to school, and then a shot of kids opening up Christmas presents. I don't know your kids. I don't care what you got them for Christmas technically, and I'm not a super mean person, but like the thing is, family vloggers have a harder time crafting a story with a beginning and an end, because it's just chaos in the middle of their day that you just happen to catch. Not to sound, I say I'm nice, but that comes off as mean. So I don't mean to discourage you, but I'm saying if you want to continue as a family vlogger, as a boyfriend channel, then you're going to have to do stuff that makes people interested in you. Now, whether that's capitalizing on trends that are very popular right now, challenges that are really hot on the internet, catching a trend early and like riding the wave, you have to do that in conjunction with having a great personality. And it's harder when you have multiple people, because some people don't jive with each other. And I'm like, I'd rather just watch a whole channel of just one person versus this group of people that I have nothing in common with. And I like this one person, but they're only on screen 20% of the time. I don't know. So I'm just saying that's some of the challenges with family vlogging, or vlogging in general as a couples channel. Yeah, take that for what you will. Okay? Okay. Let's see. what is Restream? It looks really cool, and I've been using StreamYard. So it's very, very similar. You can use a free version of Restream, and you can go live from your browser, which is really, really great. You can hook it up with, I use it in conjunction with Ecamm, and I push out a signal from Ecamm, and it goes to Restream, and then it gets distributed to, I'm currently live on Twitch, on Facebook, on a Facebook page, on Periscope, and on YouTube. So the thing is, I don't have to record this same video 5 times. I can just record it once and be a lot of places at the same time. So you can always start for free if you want to do that. You can check out my link, and if you want to get $10 off your first month, if you stay and you pay, you get $10 off with my link. So check that out. And Restream is a channel sponsor, so thank you to them for continuing to be here. Okay. I gotta go, filming for the next 2 weeks. Awesome for batch shooting. How would one know if their expertise is something that others might be interested in? Ask. Yeah, you gotta try it. Experiment. See if someone's willing to pay your price. I mean, that's how it goes. If you want to try and get some testimonials, start for cheap or free, and then ask them in exchange for a testimonial and start building out your website or your portfolio or whatever it is. And the thing is, sometimes the friends and family discount is not a discount, it's an inflation. Because if you do something for a client, they're not gonna knock on your door at 8 o'clock on a Sunday and be like, dude, Susie, what's up with this? And we're like, yo, sis, go home. So there's an extra tax that I would charge anyone in my family, not a discount, an upcharge, because I don't have to deal with. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Pay people. Pay people. Think as a viewer, and when you decide what to create, what questions, what type of entertainment, what problem. Oh, see, there you go. Boop, boop. Vlog is like a reality show, and people are just noisy. I think nosy. Yeah. I used to love several channels, and they started to vlog and said some things that were insensitive, and I unsubbed immediately. Not sure if this is relevant. Oh, yeah. That's the thing is with vlogging, it depends. Some channels are more real, and some channels are just completely scripted and fake, and you just got to find the channels you jive with, right? All right. This says, Shelly, I understand your point. It really depends on people's preference. Yeah. It's like when I see creators making informative and high quality visuals, they don't get many subs. I know, man. I know. We're all just trying to find our right audience. And I don't want anyone to be discouraged. So even if you look at my metrics, I am a utility channel, and I've come to grips with that, which means I am a channel where people come where they want to learn one thing, and they usually do not end up staying. And so if you look at a lot of channels, when you see very highly engaged rates of subscribers viewing your stuff, you know, it could be 60% of your views are coming from subscribers, which is awesome. Mine's more like 10% of my views come from subscribers. But I like to think of it as I have a lot of opportunity to be shown to people who do not subscribe to me, who maybe if one day I just win them over, they'll actually hit the button. But, you know, it's a pipe dream. But a girl can dream, right? I just like to think there's opportunity. I'm trying to see the bright side, people. Okay. You love me? Well, thank you. Thanks for not being offended. Helped with video. Awesome. It says to be a successful vlogger, you need to have a very big personality, a very unique way to edit your vlog, or a very specific direction with lots of storytelling. Yeah, no, that absolutely. And I say that in any niche, no matter what you're in, you can be, you know, whatever I say, you can be first, you can be different, you can be the best. It's kind of, and the way that I say that is like with makeup channels, because, you know, a lot of people were always talking about how the channel, the niche for beauty is very, very saturated. It is. So I'm saying, like, most of the time you're not going to be first, because a lot of those big beauty people are getting all the PR from the brands because they want their people to see it first, right? So that means you can be different, which is I took all this makeup and I destroyed it, or whatever else it is, 10 looks with one palette, I don't know, whatever. Or You can be different or better in some way. So that means like I do the most in-depth analysis for ingredients and cost, and I do all of the dupes and show you that you don't need to buy this palette because you have it 10 times over in your collection. Whatever it is that makes you like different. You see what I'm saying? So because otherwise, it besides personality, yes, it's all the same content. You know what I mean? It's just talking about this Sigma Warm Neutrals palette that just came out. So everyone is talking about one product. How do you make that different or special or unique or first, right? So that's what you really got to think about is, what does my audience get from watching my video versus Jaclyn Hill's video? You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to reach as many eyeballs, but maybe I can do something that's a little bit more, I don't know, different in some way. Hope that makes sense. Okay, I feel that most successful vlog channels are curated, scripted, and not really reality. Yeah, I think so too. And I think a lot of the channels are, you know, the reality stars and whatnot. So, or like celebrities, and people want to know about their celebrity because they think they know them. I just had an idea, and I want everyone to hear what you think, Shelly, and everyone in the okay, tell us, hit us with your idea. I love vlogging channels, but I don't have the storytelling skills yet to be a great vlogger. And it's true. Great storytelling skills, it's hard. And as a vlogging channel, you need to have, for a memorable vlog, great storytelling skills. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I have a video series about 9 types of intelligence and learning styles that I took on my channel. They were the most watched videos. Maybe I should make them into a digital pack and sell. Absolutely. Why not? Yes, yes, do it. I am Jason Allen said, I saved the world. Nice. You're all welcome that you're still here because I saved the world. There you go, Pixel Pia. My class in e-bikes just said, I think that is a good idea. Pew, pew, pew. I don't have any sound effects for that. So let me, wait, I lie. I do have sound effects. Give me a second. I'm gonna find you a sound effect. Yes. What's glockenspiel? And I have that too. Okay. Oh, wait. Air horn. Prepare your ears, people. Oh, wow. I even got out like the finger guns for you. Congratulations, Pixelpia. It's a winner. It's a winner. The people and the chat and the sound effects say so. All right, we're going down the list here. We've got digital products, we've got ebooks, and if you guys didn't know, of course, we're looking at Post-its. Post-it should pay me. I should get a sponsorship from Post-it. So here we go. So the next thing is sponsorships. Now, let's talk about sponsorships, y'all. Sponsorships can run the gamut of a whole variety and spectrum of possibilities. Now, this could be anything from, I am going to pay you for a 30-second mention at the beginning or middle or end of your video. I am going to pay you for a dedicated 7 to 8 minute video of only talking about this one thing. I'm going to pay you for a mention or something like that, on screen, whatever. It can be a whole gamut of stuff. So it could be an entire series or tutorial based, whatever. It can really be whatever you want it to be and whatever you and the brand work out. Okay. Now, oh, you like my hair? This is the, I didn't do anything to it. It's in kind of a half of a ponytail and just, thank you. I don't even know then why I do my hair because you guys don't even want to see it. But I do have this one bang swoopy. I think that's probably adding to the appeal. Okay. So if you guys and gals out there have done any brand sponsorships, I'd like to hear about it. Put it in the chat. Let's share the love for everyone down here and ideas on how you get your brand deals. Now, there used to be a company called FameBit, which got purchased by YouTube, which was like an online site brokerage for deals. And it would have a bunch of companies that were willing to kind of pay into this system and say, this is the kind of video that we're looking for. It's going to be something like a 3 to 5 minute video, some sort of whatever spot. And our budget is, let's say, $200. And then you have a whole bunch of influencers who are on this app, and then they could kind of pick and choose and be like, ooh, this sounds like a good one. And then you could message each other and be like, does this sound like a good fit? What are the deliverables? Blah, 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 all this stuff. You could submit to them information about what you would do, what the terms were, and it would, kind of be like, you can put the video here, you can get an approval, and then you would get paid from like FameBit, because the company would pay FameBit. They would forward you the money. I think they were taking a small chunk of it, as they do. But it was kind of one of those nice, safe places where you had like this marketplace of knowing, how did this sponsorship go? What's the company? Do they have kind of a good rating? Blah, 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 that kind of stuff. I don't know. After they got bought, I don't know if they're still doing it. I haven't been on there in a really long time, but I'm saying these sites exist. Like Grapevine was the one, I'm pretty sure. So those kind of things exist. A lot of it is word of mouth. A lot of the time people will find you and find yourself in your email inbox being like, hey, let's chat. Pew, pew, pew. Finger guns. Now you also have people that are just in your DMs anyway, being like, hey, do you want to buy our pajamas on Amazon and buy them first, submit a 5-star review, give us a PayPal link, and then we can reimburse you? Do not do that. That's not a real sponsorship, people. For the love of all that is holy, that's not how that works. Okay, don't do that. But you will see those emails a lot in your email inbox. But a few things, and I feel like this could just be a whole other video in itself, and this is one of the things that sparked this conversation, was things to look out for when you are negotiating a brand contract. It's going to be something like, is there a written contract? Is there an email trail? Is there a terms of payment? How are you going to get paid? When do you get paid? How much do you have to do in terms of approvals? Do they block you from being able to release the video until they approve it? Do they have the right of making you go back and change and do more edits? Whose channel or what avenues and places can they put that video? Who owns the video? Is it actually your property? Is it going up on one of their sites on their website? Are you signing over things forever? Or is it just they are paying you for your likeness as a one-time thing? Are you receiving product in exchange for it? Are you doing half up front for payment and then half at the tail end? Or is it, there's a million things to consider when you are doing a brand deal. Is it an ongoing relationship? Are you doing an Instagram post and a story and a TikTok and a YouTube video? Is it a package? Are you getting a percentage of a commission from a UTM created link that they can track how many clicks are coming from your video? Right? And if your head is already starting to swim with this kind of stuff, it's like, these are the questions that you need to be prepared to either ask, talk about, or think about at some point. And maybe you have a manager on your side that's helping you through some of these negotiations. Maybe you're doing it all yourself. In perpetuity is also one of those red flags that you want to look out for, because that means forever. That means, in 5 years from now, if you decide to retire from YouTube, are you going to see your face still hawking their product that because they have your rights forever? So all of this stuff is information that you really want to be thinking about as part of your negotiations, and have that be a point right there. I believe you should negotiate a brand deal. You are not required ever, just because someone offers you money or product or whatever else it is, to 1, agree to it, 2, to have that be the final price. Okay. It is not your job to make sure that you don't get paid. It's your job to make sure you get paid. Okay. They're not going to look out on your behalf to make sure that you get the best deal possible. You have to be the one to look out to make sure you get the best deal possible. Now that means do your homework. Ask a friend or two. Did you get an offer like this? Did they offer you money? How much money did they offer you? And hopefully you have a group of friends that are going to be honest with you and share information, because I think it's really selfish otherwise. And we're never going to get very far as a creator community and have people take us seriously if Joe Blow over there will take $0 and do an entire dedicated video because they're just so excited to work with name brand company, while everyone else is charging a couple $1,000s or whatever it is. It doesn't matter the number, because just like in the beauty industry or anywhere else it is, people will keep shopping around until they find the cheapest option, which isn't necessarily always the best option, because why not get 15 creators to all make a free video for you versus actually having to pay people, and then the next time they come to someone who charges money, they're like, well, Joe Schmo over here does it for free. And you're like, well, one, I'm not Joe Schmo. And the next time I got to go pay my rent or mortgage or, child support or alimony or car insurance or gas or whatever it is, I'm pretty sure exposure is not a form of payment that will be accepted. Cha-ching. Pay me. Speaking of getting paid, we just had a super chat. Okay, so we played the super chat song once. So we're going to do a dance break. So I'm going to find a new song. And we're going to all dance and boogie together because now sometimes I feel guilty if I'm the only one dancing. So hold on a second here, guys. We're going to find a song. Give me a second. I really don't know the songs very well. Dunk Competition. Oh, yes. This is the one, guys. I know this one. All right. Give it a second. You're going to wait for the beat to drop, and then you're going to be like, oh. All of these songs, by the way, Audio Hero. Everybody better be dancing. Yes. What do you guys think of that one? That one's kind of fun, right? That was called Dunk Competition. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, I really like that belly dancer song one. Yeah, someone else has to super chat so we can do the belly dancer song because I love that one because the beat comes and it sounds kind of like a Middle Eastern and it just like, and it hits you in the face with this really cool drop later. So like, not to pressure you. I'm just saying later on if someone happens to super chat. All right. So we are talking about money, sponsorships. Now let's talk about contracts. These are things to be looking for in your contracts, right? We talked about where does it live? How much do you get paid? When do you get paid? Try and break it up so that you also get some money up front and then the rest of the money upon completion of the video. Okay, because you don't want to go off and then find out that they're going to withhold all of the payment until it's been approved up on YouTube, blah, 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 all this stuff. And here's another one is like, do not publish your video until you get paid. Okay, because here is the problem with that. If you have already released your video, they have absolutely no reason to pay you, right? Like, there's no benefit to them then to pay you quickly or pay you slowly because you've already released the video. So the best thing you can do when something like that has happened is take the video down and be like, it's not going live again until you pay me. Or even better is do not hit publish until you get paid. We got paid again, guys. All right, we're going to find the belly dancer song. Thank you so much to Canib and Jason Allen. Thank you both. If you guys have a question about making money on YouTube or whatnot, drop it in the section so that we can get it asked and hopefully answered. And if not from me, the collective brain. All right, I got to find it. I got to find the belly dancing song. Give me a second. I have like a list of 40 songs. So I just got to find it. Belly dancer. Found it. It takes 10 seconds to get into the part or something where the beat drops. It's worth it. Trust me. Hold on, guys. Stick with me. Where's my dance break? right? Come on, guys. You're gonna tell me that's not fun? No, you would be a liar. You would be a liar if you didn't say that that wasn't kind of fun. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that was very Elvis. Thank you so much for your super chat, both Jason Allen and Caneb, and of course Holly earlier. Thank you so much for that. If you guys have questions, make sure you drop them. Let's do this. Let's keep going. Where are we? So we talked about payment. Yeah. Try and get some up front. Okay. Now here's the thing, is another thing that you want to bake into your contract is how many revisions does this company get? Okay. There is nothing worse than creating an entire video and then them being like, you know, we really think that you should say X instead of Y at this point, because a lot of the videos you're going to have to wait for an approval to put out a sponsored video and get it approved, stuff like that, right? So I would, in my case, usually have something that says, if something is infactual, as in like I said it has 25 megapixels when in reality it has 5. Are you shooting on a potato? Okay, you know what I'm saying. That is infactual. That means it's not true. Okay, that means I screwed up. I read that off the sheet wrong or whatever it is. Let me go fix that. Okay, that is worth a redo. Okay, if I said that you guys were made in the USA, but it turns out you are People's Republic of China, that is infactual, right? So that would be, oops, my bad. Let me go fix that, maybe with a voiceover, or take that part out of the video and say, this is manufactured in PRC. Okay. I do not allow for people to come in and be like, I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like how you presented us. Something that is more of a opinion-based versus a factual-based type of change. Okay. So if they come back and say, you misspoke and said that we're made in the USA and we're a 5 megapixel camera, we want you to fix that. I would be like, yep, that's one redo free of charge. Now, it does not mean that you may or may not want to make changes, okay? Because they may have a suggestion. Sure, maybe. But most of the time when my video is like baked and set and stuff like that, I'm like, thank you for your opinion. I didn't ask for it, really. I just want your money. Thank you, but no. It's going out as is, okay? So if you can't then come to terms, at least you walk away and you keep your 50% or whatever else it is, and you guys decide, we shake hands and say, nope, this video is not going out, or this campaign was killed, or whatever else it is, fine. You still get your 50% and you keep that, and that needs to be written into your contract that like, hey, I fulfilled my duties, I still get whatever amount of payment is supposed to be coming to me. Now, if they really wanted some changes, you don't have to say yes. If it's not in your contract, you could say, okay, that'll charge you, or that'll cost you $100 for me to make this change. Is this something you need me to do? If so, can you send over an amended contract or an amendment of some kind, right? And then all of a sudden, when they realize that your reworks aren't free, they're going to become a little bit more stringent or picky about if they're okay with your final product. So you can say, yes, you can have some creative control over that but it's going to cost you every single time I make a change, okay? Or you can be like, no, if it's not infactual, I am not changing it. And that's your right. And you can put that into your contract as well. And if there's some brand that says like, hey, we want you to cover these 6 points, they are bullet point, you need to read them off as is, not change a single word, that may not be the company that you want to work with, because a lot of the time people can be like, dude, this is bad. This is not a good video. And you also don't want to put a video out there that is just going to get roasted and you're going to get lambasted by everyone in your audience who knows it's just a really bad sponsored video. So you may not want to work with a company like that. Just putting that out there. Okay. Doc Rock is in the house. Do you like my thumbnail? Yeah, I was saying that I also, it's actually 2 separate photos. One where my puppy's actually looking at the camera, and then one where I'm looking at the camera. Because most of the time I'm like, can you just look over here? I know you're blinded by the light. Do you guys know that song? Revved up like a deuce. If you know the next part of that line, put it in the chat. Revved up like a deuce. Fill in the blank. Anyways. Showing my age there. What did I miss over here? I feel like there was a good conversation. Now I'm feeling this FOMO and being left out of it. Do I add the effects before pre-cutting the video? Oh, no, you do you, man. Looking for solutions. People are looking for solutions. Absolutely. 27 worth of challenges. People love challenges, man, because they want to see how you overcame something. If they're in a similar situation, they want to see how they could do it. They like it, man. Providing hope to other people and being the light at the end of the tunnel, that's a very good skill. That's a very good storytelling skill for all you family vloggers out there. Okay. Started my channel trying to support my family. Awesome. The brand deal list is priceless. That by itself is worth the watch. What's the brand deal list? Are you saying something I said? Yeah, because I'm smart. Yeah, whatever it was, could you write it up and put it as a comment so that you guys literally, I will just word vomit and then someone will be like, that was the most amazing thing you said. What'd you say? And I'm like, I have no idea. But I'm glad it was valuable to you. So if it was valuable, you should write up a little summation and put it down there and be like, dude, that's smart. Whoever said that, they got a good thinking cap on. And I'll be like, oh wait, that was me. I just don't remember. I will do some Google lookups. Dedicated watcher of YouTube. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got some. Put your hands up in the air. Wave them around like you just don't care. That's right. We got some clapping. We got some dancing. Come on, squirrel brain. Rude. I resemble that comment, but sorry. Okay. Some of us will follow on YouTube. The thumbnail is straight fire. Thank you. I know it, but I forgot the words. You know it, but you don't know the lyrics. Barnyard chicken. Barnyard chicken. Revved up like a deuce. You were close, though. Another runner in the night. Good for you for trying, though. Oh, Doc Rock actually got it. Congratulations. Pixel P is saying, I suggest that you create a list of 100 video ideas that you can pick from and set up your channel art and everything else. Yes, absolutely. I always encourage people to create a list of video ideas. We call it a video bank. And in fact, if you have a few different, you call them pillars, strategies, things that you want to talk about. Now, whether that's mindset, fitness, whatever, then once you have those pillars in place, then you actually think about the content that goes underneath them that go all up into this holistic living of getting your mind right and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then you know which pillar of content you want to be creating content for. Which pillar of content you want. Words. Anyways, you see what I'm saying, okay? Something smart. All right. So next, we've got, besides merch and physical products and all that stuff, we've got live streaming on YouTube, memberships, right? And we didn't talk much about that now, whether that is going to be Patreon. We talked about the memberships actually on YouTube. We've got memberships that are on a separate website. All of those are available ways for you to continue to have a closer relationship with some people and be able to put more money in your pocket as well. Now, I believe Doc Rock is in here and he has a private group. He just launched it or is launching it. I believe he just launched it. And for his community, they're able to chat and talk and all of that and have a discourse. And I have to say, I mean, I'm just putting it out there, you guys. Honestly, sometimes there's a difference between the level of buy-in and commitment that people have when they're getting something for free. And then, or even sometimes become entitled for stuff that they're getting for free. And then a level of commitment, if it's something like a coaching program or a training or some sort of mastermind or course or something like that. There's a difference between people who get a free course and people who actually even end up paying $1, $10, $50 for a course, right? Because when you actually have some of your own skin in the game, money in the bank towards this product, sometimes you're a little bit more invested to like see it through because you don't want to have like your money be wasted or feel like it was. You want to make it feel like it was worth your investment. So sometimes it can be difficult because if you put all of your resources into people who get everything for free from you and you don't actually then take care of the people who are sometimes paying an additional level, then the people who are also paying are like, why am I paying? I'm getting the same level of service or access or whatever it is. So sometimes there is a difference between that, and it's just something to keep in mind. But that is another way for you to be able to make money. It kind of falls under that mentorship, the kind of service or coaching type of thing as a service provider. And it could be something like being able to pay on a membership site for a smaller group of people, right? All right. Did we learn some stuff, guys and gals? Did we learn some things? And I know that I've made this video once before, so if you want to see both of my puppies, where I'm actually just sitting on like this edge of this couch precariously with my smartphone and then like trying to like wrestle two dogs while they're like running around like crazy. And I'm pretty sure I probably gave more ways to make more money off of YouTube, but that video also exists on my channel, as well as there's an entire series called the How to Start YouTube the Right Way, and you can go steps 1 through 10, and you can download, I still have it, you guys, you can download a free resource. It's a PDF, and I'm thinking about redoing it with some new information like RPM, CPM, CTR, all that kind of like definition stuff, and because YouTube changes so often, so sometimes it would just be worth it. It would be great. Anyway, so I'm thinking of creating a new one. I'm also thinking of creating one, let me know if you want to see this, a vertical video one, so the sites that accept it, the dimensions, how long things are, like stories and fleets, different tips and tricks for nuances across different platforms. So I'm thinking about doing that and putting that over on the vertical video channel. So the reason I'm talking about this is because the way that you end up offering a freebie is going to usually be, you're going to, unless you're doing it, I don't recommend doing it this way where you just have like a download link and you just have it stored someplace and people can download it. That's great, but how do you have a further relationship with them or conversation with them? The easier thing to do is build like a landing page with like MailChimp or something like that, something free, doesn't matter, and collect an email address from someone so that then they get an email back that says, hey, this is where you go to download it, but you have now a way to communicate with them, and here is why you want to do this, okay? I feel like I'm going to channel my inner Roberto Blake here, but it is, if YouTube goes away or you get deplatformed and you can't comment anymore, you can't do anything else, if it goes the way that Vero did or the way that Periscope is now going or whatever else it is, if your biggest platform and you happen to be in India before TikTok got banned, how would you communicate with your people? Okay, so if you don't have like some sort of email list or some way to communicate with them, you really then are just out of luck. There's nothing that you can do because you don't own the platform that you're on where you've started to build a relationship with people, right? I wouldn't be able to talk to you anymore, period. So even if I give you something free, which is usually what you're doing, I'm enticing you, hopefully, to say, hey, you give me your email address, even if it is something that you probably never check. It's a throwaway account, whatever, it'll get cleaned later. But you give me an email address and I'm going to hopefully give you something that's valuable. And that's my finding success in the eyes of YouTube PDF download, my ebook, right? So I've packed that. It's, I don't know, like 18, 20 pages of information that go corresponding with each of the videos that I created in the series for how to start a YouTube channel. And it kind of talks about the video or principles in it along with watching the video. So you can kind of flip through the guide and you can watch the videos. And hopefully I will give you an exchange there. You give me the email, I'll give you this PDF. And then later, I can use that email address to be like, hey, once a week, I am putting out a new YouTube video and this is it. And if you want to click on this link of this thumbnail, you can go straight to my YouTube video. So the nice thing about that is if I release 7 a.m. on Sundays, which I do for my main channel YouTube videos, maybe at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I get around to it or whatever, I can then email my list and say, this is my newest video of the week, and maybe get a few extra views from the people who are on my email list, because we all know that YouTube is not going to notify people of our new videos most of the time consistently. They have said they usually notify up to 10% of your people. If people respond well, sometimes a few more. But if you could get a few hundred people, I think someone said that they have 66 subscribers. What if you had all 66 subscriber emails or whatever, other people, and you could email them and say, hey guys and gals, I just put out a new video and this is it. And it'd be really cool if you watched it and you got an extra 30 views, right? That'd be pretty awesome. I think it'd be pretty cool. Does that help you get a little faster and closer to your monetization requirements? Yeah. And if you start to build a relationship with people on emails and then they start to expect to see your email in their inbox, then maybe down the road when you launch something like, I don't know, a YouTube course that says you can learn how to edit videos, I can also offer a coupon code that comes specifically for people on my email list because they've already at some point in their life given me their email and wanted something from me, whether it was YouTube guide or whatever else it is. And I can say, hey, just for you guys, I have a $20 off coupon for anyone on my email list. So now I'm providing a new layer of value and be like, hey, if you want to come check out my course, it's $99, but for you, because you're special, you're $79. You know, and what if you got 1 or 2 people to buy your course, whatever your course or ebook or product could be? What if you offered a special discount or a special to anyone who's on your email list? That's free advertising a lot of the time, or cheap advertising, because a lot of the time the emails until you get above a certain threshold is going to be fairly inexpensive. So, and you can use that to boost your views, right? So are you guys with me? Am I boring you with this? Email marketing is not sexy. It's not fun, but it's something that gets overlooked a lot. A lot of people don't think about it, and it's something that can end up being your most valuable asset, period, when it comes to your business. Because a lot of the time, studies have also shown that people who have bought from you once are people who will buy from you again in the future. So if you have a collection of emails from all of the people who've bought stuff from you in the past, and you retarget them and say, hey, just for you, my returning alumni in my iMovie Made Easy course, anyone who also then upgrades to Final Cut Pro when I do this video series, you guys can have the course for half off, or you guys get early access to it, or whatever else it is that you want to offer them. You could do something like that because you know they may have a higher likelihood of buying something from you because they already have in the past. If this is making sense to you, drop a thumbs up on this. Yes? Can we get a thumbs up on this? Let me just read the chat real quick. A deuce is a 32. Oh, wait. Yes. Engine noise for the runners. Okay. No, I love it, Doc. You were the one to guess it right. So yes. Buy me a coffee. You have to sleep. I started a channel. I've been singing it wrong all these years. No worries. Yeah, it's blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Have you guys ever seen that website of lyrics that you've been singing wrong like forever? You know, it's like all the lonely Starbucks lovers, or when it's like it's not that, Starcrust lovers, something. Anyways, I digress. My dad charges me for advice because he says you'll respect the knowledge more. That is absolutely right. And I was having that conversation, I think, also with Dan from Creator Fundamentals. And he said, I had something that was a course that was for free. I had a course that was like $1. And he's like, the level of engagement from people, even if they pay $1, that one little hump of paygate, or whatever you want to call it, makes people be more serious and take it more seriously. So absolutely, I believe that. Yes, people win their own money. When you say, open up your wallet and give me some money, people tend to care a little bit more. And I don't know if you guys saw this. I put this, I was trying to like, you know, when you like tilt all your money, I was trying to like tilt this one off to the side so people could see it. But this is like a $2 bill. And I just always think these are kind of like fun and special because you don't see these very often anymore. And it's just always like one of those that makes people do like a double take and be like, what? And who is this poor bastard? Jefferson. Jefferson's the only one on the $2 bill. But I still think it's cool. Anyways, squirrel brain. I created a Google form to collect email addresses, and I'm so happy that the 2 people signed up. Absolutely. 2 people. Great. If you're someone who's only getting 9 views on a video, if you emailed those 2 people, wouldn't it be cool if you broke 10 views or something because they watched it? Yes. And, you know, you do want to make sure that people opt into your email list and don't just go into your personal like email and just start being like, hey, mom. Like maybe actually... I mean, well, you could in the beginning because hopefully your mom or someone is very supportive, but hopefully you can create a service like that. Like I've been on MailChimp for a couple years, and I've actually considered going to ConvertKit because my email list is so small. But guess what? I have an email list. In fact, if you have an email list, drop a email emoji. Wow, that took me a while. An email emoji in the chat. And if you don't have an email list, but you're thinking about starting one, put a thinking person in the chat. I think there's a thinking man or woman emoji, or at least a thinking face emoji put that in the chat. Okay, help me out. And actually, if you guys want to see, I don't know how many people would actually be interested in that, and that's not at all what my channel is about, but if you guys really wanted to see how to set up a landing page and a free opt-in type of thing with MailChimp, if I got enough like thumbs up or votes for that, I might make that video. I think no one would watch it. I think very few people would watch. But truth be told, very few people watch some of my videos now. I got the meanest comment, y'all, about view to subscriber ratios, and of course, you guys know it's not something that grinds my gears. But anyways, what do we got? Not at all. This is helpful. Awesome. This is great. We've got some thumbs ups. We've got some making sense. We've got some thumbs up. We got some thinking face emojis. Yes. Thinking face emojis. Thinking face emojis. I'm afraid that no one would really watch that video, and it's really off topic for my channel. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd do it as like an unlisted video or something and send out the, hey, we could run an experiment. Sign up for the email list. Actually, so it's in the description, or it should be. Like I go to YouTube, or I should have filled out my description box, but it says like YouTube has notified us that they'll no longer send out like regular emails about new videos that have come out. So if you want to be notified of emails, then go to this link, which is a landing page that just says, I'll send you my weekly video. Sign up for that one because you get tagged as a different sign up than the ebook download. And I can see, because I think I've had two people ever in like the months that I've had that one up there, and I can see who signed up at what date. Sign up for the I want to be notified of new emails. Yeah, I think this is how I'm going to do it. Sign up for the I want to get notified of new emails in the link below, because it's a very small group. And maybe I will make a video, do it unlisted, and send it only to the people who sign up. Am I a genius? Holy crap, guys and gals. This might be genius. If I just have myself. I think I need a song to celebrate my amazingness there. Holy cannoli. 1 second. 1 second. What are we going to call this one? So, yeah, if you didn't catch that, you got to sign up. Give me a second. I've never seen myself so excited for an email list either. Oh, wait, we got to throw the bubbles up. If you guys didn't catch that, we were doing a dance party to celebrate the fact that sometimes I'm smart, and well, yeah, that is a rare occasion, but this time it was caught on camera, so you literally saw my squirrel brain kind of think through this. But we are going to do a unlisted video special only to the email list recipients who sign up in the link below for the email list that says I want to be notified of new videos. So I will make a video. I will do it as unlisted. Only the people who sign up with that thing down below, starting from this date on forward, because the two people from before are like, I don't care. I will, well, maybe they do. I'll include them, see if they unsubscribe, because I'll have you guys know, it will tell you every time you sent an email and someone unsubscribes. And some of them are like, I did not sign up for this. This is spam. And I'm like, really, Susie? Because you looked at my last 20, all of a sudden you decided it's spam now? No. And it tells me your email. It tells me your name. It tells me who unsubscribed. So some of you, I don't want to get into it, but I'm saying some of the people who are following me on Facebook, I saw you unsubscribe from my email list. Rude. Anyways, I'm not bitter. But yeah, sign up for the I want to be notified of new emails email list down below. I will make a video. I'll send it out unlisted only to y'all. Oh, we got a super chat. Okay, it's been a while since we did the super chat one. We're actually gonna play that one. Here we go. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you so much for being here and throwing in the super chat and asking your question. So we're going to get into it. 1 second here. Let's go look at what is your question. And for the people, oh, there is a weird, do you guys see this weird light flicker that's happening over here from the sign over here on the glass of the flowers? Don't stare at it, people. Don't stare at it too long. All right, it says, how do you choose a niche? So many things interest me. What do you think of opening up more than one channel? I have more than one channel and I don't recommend it because I was just saying this in the Clubhouse room today, which if you guys haven't, if you happen to be a lady or you're a nice supportive person, which is everyone in my community, Thursdays, Clubhouse, if you're in there, 3 o'clock PST time, there is a ladies YouTube room where it's advice for women from women, but dudes, you're welcome to. And we were kind of actually talking about this today, and I was saying, like, you can't ride a horse, 5 horses, with one butt. Sometimes you gotta pick one. It may not be the one you're most excited about. It may not be the one that, it may be the one that just makes you the most money. But most of the time, it's going to be a really hard hill for you to like go up when you're doing everything quarter-assedly, because most of the time you're just going to not do something pretty well. And if you took the time to actually do the one thing well and then bring in other things later, that'd be great. Now, if you don't care about like growing quickly and you just care about like satisfying that internal need to be like, ooh, I can be creative and do whatever I want just over here and over here, then do it. But the problem is, most of the time, especially when you're new, if you don't have a really good system in place, if you're not very consistent with one of your schedules already, it's going to be really hard for you to throw in content on another channel, have it be consistent. And you guys all know, guys and gals, that consistency is just one of those hard things that you really got to nail down. And you really, if your system is good and sound and you're ready to throw in more, sure, do it. But most of the time, I would say take everything that you're passionate about, and it's not to say that you can't change later or add in more stuff, but I would say that if you put it into a Trello board or you put it into a spreadsheet and you talked about video editing, and then you talked about makeup, and you talked about, what else do I have? Vertical video or whatever it is, and you started making a list of all the videos that you would make under any of those. One of those columns is going to be significantly longer than the other one, and one of those columns is usually going to make you smile. Okay, so if it's not something that makes you smile, or you're not excited about, or you don't see the quickest way to like, dude, that is something people pay for, that is a solution to a problem, and people are going to pay me for this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time you can go out there, you can make some money, and that might be your main goal, but then later you want to come back and do something that you're really passionate about, and you open up something else, vlog channel, whatever it is. So I would say have the list of ideas that you actually want to make. Eventually you're going to probably find a column that you like most. Now, if you're at the very, very beginning of your YouTube career, make a few videos and see what sticks and see what you like, because it's also sometimes really, really hard when you get super niche. You're going to feel really boxed in, and then you're going to be like, oh God, I hate this if I have to talk about stocks. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. If I only did like chicken recipes, although that'd be kind of a cool channel, right? 365 days of chicken, and then 365 days of beef, and then 365 days of eggs, or something like that. It could be like really cool, but it's all food related. So I'm saying something like that could be kind of cool, but it's really hard. It's really difficult in the beginning, especially, to have multiple channels and do it really, really well. So I would just say, I don't know if that's your best bet, man. I really don't. It sucks, because sometimes you just got to swallow your pride and be like, this isn't what I want to talk about right now. Or you go with the thing you really, really want to talk about, and just hope to God and pray that your passion and excitement comes through and people want to watch it with you. All right. Let's see. That is a good question. Oh, we had someone sign up for the email list. Woo-woo! Awesome. Now that you mention it, and I'm unseeing it. The flicker. I know, I'm sorry. I was in the room in Clubhouse and listened to... Oh, okay, awesome. I can't get into Clubhouse. I guess I'm not one of the popular kids. Are you on iPhone? Or iOS? Thank you. That's been helpful. Consistency. Yeah, consistency is a big struggle, man. Always. Period. I love Trello. I love Trello too, man. Hey, Fallon Marie, good to see you. How's your daughter doing? I know you were here for the, if you guys didn't see it, I was on a panel with Jessica Hatch and Hallie Smith. Wait, is that her name? Hallie Smith might not be her last name, but Hallie. We were talking over on the TubeBuddy creator channel on Facebook, and we were over there talking about short form videos and vertical videos, so kind of the combined thing. So if you guys know me, you guys know how much I love TikTok, Instagram stories, IG reels, all that stuff. I was like, yes, please let me talk about this stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, it's over on Facebook, and you can catch that replay. Hallie's awesome. She's got like not only the cutest little name, so she has a TikTok series where it's like going to Starbucks until someone actually spells her name right, which is so funny because if you think about it, it's just a running joke that Starbucks always like messes up people's names. And then Jessica, which is just, she's just crushing everything she tries, whether it's shorts, YouTube channel, TikTok, whatever, take your poison. And I'm kind of there being like, why am I here talking about anything except for the fact that I love vertical video? You guys know that. And I'm like, I'm the smallest creator up here. So if you guys were also in the Clubhouse room today, we were talking about imposter syndrome. And I didn't actually get to answer this one, which I thought was a bummer because anyone who knows me might think like, oh my God, you're so confident, or oh my God, I'm like, you have no idea. I constantly feel never as good as whatever, the people I'm on stage with, the people that are at a conference with me, the people that are also in a collab video with me, the people that are also talking about the same subjects. I'm always feeling I am like coming up short in comparison. So that imposter syndrome for me, like it's just, it never goes away, but you just keep doing it anyway. You keep showing up and pushing through. So that's just one of those things you gotta do. Okay. Season 5 of my favorite series was supposed to happen last year. It was all winners, season 5, and I'm sad that they canceled it because this year was supposed to be season 6, second All Stars. Did I miss something? I don't know what TV show you're talking about, but yes, I have an iPhone. Yeah. It was so good. A hello from our fam in Florida. Oh, good. Yeah. And in fact, if anyone is looking for some of the advice, if you're not yet on Clubhouse, if you are new to Clubhouse, if you are hoping to get in there in the future, I did last Saturday kind of a Clubhouse Etiquette 101 video, and if you're looking for just a kind of a brief general overview of what it looks like, I did that on my Vertical Video Vixen channel, and you can see a quick Clubhouse walkthrough. I did try and timestamp it because, you know, we're just shooting the shit for a good 20 minutes out of that 50-minute video because it was a live stream last Saturday. You like that day? Thursday for Saturday, as I was like brain searching for it. And I think it's full of good information that you can kind of listen to about like some of the rules of the road and what I wish moderators and people would do. So take a peek, see. You might want to take a look at that. Okay. Hey, Doug Houston is in the house. I was talking about ETN Escape the Night. Oh, yeah. It's hard right now to have shows and stuff and everything because of the whole, like, everything that's going on. Y'all know what I mean. But anyways, I was going to say, wow. Show up for the Clubhouse room on Thursdays, 3 o'clock if you're a lady or lady friendly. And that's 3 p.m. PST. Take a look for those videos if you want to take a look at that. We did determine that I will do a video that is about how to set up maybe a landing page and how to do a freebie inside of like MailChimp, which is what I'm using right now. So I can't talk to you about ConvertKit or, Infusionsoft or any of those because I'm not using that. So I can't really tell you about that. But I can tell you, what is MailChimp? But only for the people who are signing up on the email list down below, because I don't want to like have YouTube be confused and be like, oh, are you an email marketer now? And I'm like, no, I'm not, but I'll talk about it. Okay. How do you join Clubhouse? You should watch that video. But basically, you got to be on an iOS device. You have to get an invite from someone who is pretty much in your phone book or like feels comfortable enough with you to share phone numbers with you, that kind of stuff. That's the thing is, like, if you don't have to do it by phone number, then I might not mind inviting more people, but the problem is, as I explained in the video, your picture is tied to their profile forever. So if someone goes wilding out, you can get kicked off because they get kicked off. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be a little careful with some of that. Yeah, you gotta be a little careful with that. Are we, did we learn some stuff today, guys? And gals, that was a little bit longer than I thought that we were gonna be on here. We're at 38 likes, I believe. And I would like to be over 40. So, can you guys make that happen for me? If you guys have not yet thrown, as Zach likes to say, gently caressed that like button, you should do so now. Okay? You should do so now. Okay. Is there anything that I missed, guys and gals, about... Oh my gosh, I'm seeing now some of my members from my Keep It Simple streaming group in here. So Aol and Fiberific and Pixelpia. I see you guys in here. I said today that I was going to go through and take out all of the people who didn't do the first assignment. Thank you, buddy. Good shake. And I haven't had a chance yet because I have been slammed with work meetings. But after this, after I have dinner, I need food. I'm really hungry, guys. I will go through tonight and I'm taking everybody else out. I feel kind of bad because one of them is my buddy, but she'll understand because she also said she was taking a social media detox break for like a week or two. So, I mean, I'm going to kick her out of my Facebook group now, but then when she's ready to come back, I will open arm bring them back in. It has latency. Oh, is the stream jittery for you guys? I'm trying to stream and push out 4K, and sometimes the internet is like, yeah, no problem, I've got you, girl, go ahead. And sometimes it's like, who said you could push out more than 720? So not today, even though I'm hardwired in. So oh, you see 42? Oh, it says 44 in my playback window now, so thank you all. I wish I learned to cook. I can't even make mac and cheese. Okay, so personal story. I could make mac and cheese like starting with the roux, right? The flour and the butter, and then adding in the cheese, making the cheese sauce, throwing in all these different types of cheese and stuff. There are people in this world that don't like cheese, or are lactose intolerant, or don't like cheese. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, we learned some stuff this evening. Excellent. I love to hear that. Any last questions for the chat for all of us about ways to make money? And if you guys have other ways that you've already made money, let me know. Let's put it in the chat so that people can come here as a resource and be like, look at all these ways that people are making money. And like I said, this was coming because it came from a question inside the Clubhouse room about like, what do you guys do with brand deals and kind of like what's in your contract and how do you know how to negotiate? So that's what prompted this this topic tonight. I wanted to talk about money on YouTube, but we're going to talk specifically about money and being a woman on YouTube and brand deals and stuff in the Clubhouse room next Thursday at 3, because people were like, this is such a good topic, we could talk about this a lot, which obviously we already did, but we're going to talk specifically about that next Thursday in that Clubhouse room. So I believe you can go in there and check like, you know, the calendar and then add it to your actual calendar, whatever. So just know next week before this stream will also be that stream. So it's an easy way to remember it because it's on the same day that Triple T Thursday is. Did I ask you what's in your cup? What are you drinking, people? Drop it in the comments, whatever you're drinking. Rude. Someone took away their thumbs up because it went from 45 to 44. That is rude, rude, rude. Whoever did that, there's nothing I can do about it, but I don't like it. It says, let's do a live session with everyone on Zoom. Maybe they will join. Who are you talking about? So yeah, Barnyard Chicken said there was 45. Oh, thank you, whoever it was that put your 45 back. You get a glass of milk, crush up cookies in the milk, and I drink it. Nice. And there was this thread at work about like strange flavor combinations that you don't think necessarily that will work, or maybe that will surprise you. And I had added mine, and I want you guys to know what it was. So I figured, like, if I can share it at work, I can share it with you guys because you're my friends. This is going to sound weird. Nobody take your like back and unsubscribe, okay? This is it. This is what we're going to leave today with. If you take a strawberry and you dip it in sour cream, and then you roll it in light brown sugar, and then eat it, you're welcome. I do not like sour cream. I don't really like brown sugar, but I'm telling you, there's something special that happens when you have sour cream and brown sugar together. You can mix it up as a side and have it be a dip for your strawberries. I am telling you, it's delicious. I don't know why it's so good, and I wish it weren't, because telling people to dip strawberries in sour cream and then roll it in brown sugar is offending my sensibility. But I am telling you, it is so good. So I want you guys and gals to try it and report back here next week if you give it a shot. Just come into the chat and be like, it was so... I saw the likes go down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry right now. I'm sorry if I offended you. I am telling you, though, it is delicious. It is so good. It is worth trying. You got to try it. If you lay strawberries on a baking sheet and drizzle them with balsamic, yes, absolutely. Oh, my gosh. So you have a spinach salad with bacon, balsamic dressing, and you throw in like some goat cheese or something. So good. Balsamic drizzle is delicious on most things, but yes, with strawberries, so good. So good. But I'm serious, people. Someone has to come back next week and try it and say it was delicious, just so I can be like, whoever you were, number 47, who took back your like, it was delicious. Okay? It was delicious. If you have some weird flavor combination that you want to share with the chat, do it now. I'll leave chat open for a little bit so that it's captured at least in the chat window. So go ahead, I'll give you a second. We'll do a dance break and dance it out, and put in your stuff now. Put in your stuff now. Let me find a song. We're gonna think about this here for a second. Let's see. Happy Days. Enjoy the ride. Here we go. Enjoy the ride, people. If you got weird flavor combos, put them in. I see you, number 47. Whoever took your like back. That was rude. That was rude. At least try it. Bacon, banana, and cheese. Well, I hope that you guys and gals had a lovely time hanging out for Triple T Thursday. I know I did. Thank you everyone who super chatted. Thank you everyone who commented a weird flavor combo. Thank you everyone for signing up for the email list. Thank you for spending your time with me on a Thursday. We are one day closer to the weekend, although all the days run together and you can't even tell them apart anymore, but hurrah! Hurrah for that. Just remember, you guys and gals, you were all freaking amazing. You can do anything you want. I feel like I'm in a Peloton commercial right now where I'm giving you daily affirmations, but I feel like this song is just doing it. I don't know how much longer it is. However long it is, I'm going to tell you, you're beautiful, you're special, you're amazing. I appreciate all of you. Sign up for the email list if you want to see that special unlisted video only for you for the how to set up a landing page. I was like a radio DJ. Crushed it. Crushed it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you next Thursday for another Triple T, and I'll see you on Sunday for another video. Bye, guys and gals.